Alright, so in this video, we're going to go over pretty much how I source books. Every morning I wake up, I make me, of course, a cup of coffee, and then I sit down and get to sourcing. Try to have my sourcing done before the 6 in the morning, just that way it keeps me consistent on my buying. Some days I buy more, some days I buy less, but let's get right into it. Let's see if I can figure out how to. There we go. Alright. A little small in there. Alright, so first one, when I woke up this morning, I had a keep alert about this product. And this one was pretty borderline for me. It looks like, if we take the data from here to here, it looks like this might be a book that seems to spike every September. Look at that. So, and then it's like September here as well. And I don't really know why. I was trying to read the description of the book, and I'm not really sure what a deer licking salt out of a girl's hand has to do with September. But it looks like it, as you can see, it spikes right here. It's up to 43, and then it's consistently down here for the rest of the year. So this is a tough one to decide, but I think I'm going to skip on it just because the only seller, that's Goodwill, I guess, down here at $1.98. So that'd be $5.97. What's the prime offers? $5.97. Let's see, the prime offers are 32, so it's consistently up here. Neither up here. Let's see. December 1st, and then it like plummets. I mean, it stays up there at 34 well into, looks like, where is this? Well into January. So, I mean, only the issue is the offer counts are quite a bit higher right now compared to last year at this time. I think I'm going to pass on it just because of the rising offer counts, but we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe for next year if the offer counts go down. Let's see here. So I've already kind of went through all these. This one was going to be a great one, but someone hopped on it before I could get to it. This one was close, but I went ahead and passed on it. Didn't really find anything in the Kiva deals this morning. So let's see here. Go ahead and go into here. So I found out a way, and it makes it so much easier to keep my what do you call that? Product finder criteria saved and just bookmark it. It's that simple. We didn't even think about it. But go here. This is my usual one. I'm taking, the reason I figured this out, tips, is I'm taking Joji Davenport's A2A Masterclass. And it's kind of one of the things he recommended. And I am probably going to do a video on that once I finish it, probably just reviewing it. That's definitely a course that I would recommend for anybody trying to get into this. But, once I finish it, I'll probably make a video on reviewing it and whatnot, pros and cons of what I think. Of course, purely my opinion, obviously. But as far as the content goes, it seems like he's got the best content. Not best. He has the most, I guess, thorough course that I've taken. You can tell he's a teacher, that's for sure. Anyways, I guess I'll explain what filter I'm using. So the filter I'm using for my Kiva product finder is I'm going 2,500,000 at the rank. And then I'm coming down to the use. Just I want it below $10. I don't want anything higher than that. And then as for the 180-day average, I want it to be like above 50. I've done 40. You can kind of play around with that number and this number, obviously, if you want. You can find, higher tailed books, which I'll go up to 20. And then let's even go up to 60. Let's see what that looks like. 490 products. I haven't done this before. Books. Let's check it out. Let's see what we get here. Usually I stay at the $10 range, under $10 for the current price. This one honestly doesn't look bad. Looks like Amazon's on it, and that's why it's like tanked. Let's see how much stock Amazon has. 30 plus. Yeah, no. You just can't really pull the trigger on something like this because you don't know. Number one, you don't know if Amazon has, how many they have. They got 30 plus. Like it could be 31, could be 100, could be 1,000. Who knows? I mean, usually they kind of tell you if it's 1,000, but I'm not going to take the risk on competing with Amazon. Although this would be a beautiful book to purchase. Amazon, you. Wait. Joji was explaining it in his course. It's like Amazon price is the ceiling. So if Amazon's ever on it, that should be considered your ceiling price. You can't really expect to beat Amazon. This is their playground. They dictate the rules and everything. We're just here to play the games. Let's see. No, same thing. Let's look at this. Hardcover. No, not $14.99. Let's see. For conversations. Let's see. $15.39. Oh, that's new. That's still used. At 63. Pure 90. Yeah, but since the new price is on here, and it's an FBA, that's our ceiling price right there for now, till it gets sold. So 66. Let's see. It's been down lower. Oof. Is there like a new version? No, there's no new versions. If there was a new version, you would be able to see it like right here. It would tell you that there was a new version. I mean, I'm hoping that Joji course will shed some light on that for me. But when it comes to new versions, I feel like it's just research. Like whenever you see a new version, I don't pull the trigger because I'm not gonna take the time to research the book and figure out why, or not why, figure out if the older version will still sell or not, I just kind of cut my losses and move on. Um, but that's, that is just me. That's just how I handle it. Because there's several ways to handle it, I'm sure. But um, if you like find like a golden product, and then there's a new version, then yeah, definitely like look into it. Like, why is this book still going to sell? This new version still going to sell, even though not sorry, the old version is still going to sell, even though there is a new version. You never know. It very well could. Let's see. Yeah, no, we're at 1792. Looks like the true value is down here at like the 30, maybe 40 range. Mm-hmm. Let's see. This one, nah. A lot of these are inflated in price recently, and not really. Ooh, ooh. Let's look at this one. Mm, don't know why this one's. It's 55, I guess. Wow, it's still not 60. Why is my. This one shouldn't be a part of my criteria, I feel like. Oh, that's why. Yeah, sorry. That's why, because in the last 880 days, it's. That's what, right here. This brought it up above the 60 mark. And that's why my keyword product, my criteria was able to pull this book. Yeah, this is definitely not something I would pull the trigger on though. Maybe if I could get it for $5, probably would. But this is like the best way to do it. I feel like just kind of glancing at the keyword product finder, seeing if it's something interesting or not. Like this one seems pretty interesting. Oh, I clicked eBay. 23 though. It's not bad. 22. 22. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them, so that might be the value of this. Actual value of this. Oh my goodness. That used price is a steady decline. 92, or possibly if there's a new 892, 39, 5. Oh, yeah, that 92 price is inflated like crazy. Yeah, so no, we'll move on from that. No need. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Maybe if we can get rid of those spikes, I bet you. Let's see if this will do it. Put 60 here and 60 here. Oh, brought us down to 72. Okay. some of these. I think this one, let's look into it. 13, there's not very many offer counts. But oof, it hasn't sold in a long time though. Since back here in June, right now it's December, so it's been like 6 months since this thing sold. 1320 at 57, 49, and then before that it was 14. So I feel like the true value is down here at the 16, 14 mark. Not quite up there. Look at that one, it hasn't sold since March, or before March. Like, something like that you might be able to pull the trigger on if you were like about to make, like $90 on one book, but if it's like a $20 book that you're gonna make like $20 on it or something, it's like no need to go for that. There's plenty of other $20 books that you can find. Let's see here. 2 volumes. These always golly. Sorry, excuse me. These 2 volume sets, I'm always nervous to go for them. Not every time, but a lot of the time whenever I order a 2 volume set or something, for some reason I only get one of them, and that upsets me when that happens. Doesn't always happen, but unless it's a killer of a deal, then I probably won't go for it. Let's see here. Man, look at that new price going from $300 all the way down to $4. Jesus, that's crazy. Let's see. It's at 18 right now. It's probably new edition. Yep, there's a newer edition. I'm not even gonna go for it. Highline Newts. Ooh. Oops. Oh goodness. Well, if it sells. This makes me think of like whenever I was checking out at like Goodwills and stuff back in 2 years ago. Well, not even that. I've done it recently too. But anyways, checking out at Goodwills whenever you'd find like a killer book, you're like, oh hell yeah, this book's awesome. Then you flip it over and you're like, oh, it's like something about like, gay something, and you're like, well, I'm not, but we'll see what the cashier thinks while I'm checking out. Most of the time when I was checking out, I had a whole bunch that I was checking out with, so it didn't matter. And this, just look at that flat line though. I don't know about that. Like, there's sales going on, but it may be all new. Except for right here. Let's look at that. This one's probably a $31 sale. We're getting it at 20. Yeah, no. Can't do that. No. 2023 calendar. There's a good, you can probably make some good money on 2024 calendars right now. How, I don't know. That might be a wholesale thing. Might be something interesting. Bibles do really well. Where are we at right now? 1999. May not be bad. 39, 75, 37. I'm getting it. Eesh. Yeah, no. It seemed like the usual price for it was around there at that 39. That's not. If I'm buying it at 20, I need the medium price to be like up there on the. I want over double, so at least 50 or 60. And this, I'm being very stringent with my criteria on what I'm buying and stuff. You can definitely loosen those up. If you're making $5 on a book, like as long as you consistently buy those margins, you'll do just fine. But for me, I want at least 100% margins. I'm looking at the margins more than anything. I want to double my money every time I'm buying a book. If I'm not doubling my money, then it's not quite worth it for me. But as I get more capital, I'll loosen up. I'll start buying lower ROI books, just because as you get more capital, you'll struggle to spend your money. But that might take a while for books because there's so many books out there. So many things that you can make money on. I guess books and media. Let's see. 122. Offer count's a little high right now. Not really finding anything too interesting. And my criteria might change, especially since I'm going through this course, and I believe that I'll learn some new things that kind of change my mind on how I'm looking at books. I'll take a lower ROI if I'm making like $20 or more on a single book. Like that's worth it to me. I'm not really finding anything right now. Let's change it up. Let's look for same criteria, but change it to CDs. 89 of them. Check the Gate. Classic Masters. Let's look into this one. Alright. 1028, I bet you with $3.99 shipping. So it'll be around the 1427. Yeah, $3.99. $79, $45. So I think this might be a good one. Let's see. So it's $14.27. Shipping, that's kind of low. This is $42, I would say. Obviously it does get lower. Down here at the 9s. but it seems like it stays about that 44, 45 range. So yeah, this is when I'll pull the trigger on. Oh, let's see. CD is in very good shape. In case with original art. That's what I want. That's what I like to hear. Let's look at the prime offers. There's no prime offers. Oh yeah. When there's no prime offers, that's a great sign. I mean, because if the prime offers are probably selling out before anything else. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger on here. Oh, I should have looked at the shipping. Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, we'll end the video on a win right there. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.